All right, so many of us advertisers have been slapped with the new meta update, and who knows what you got to do. Every single time they do these updates, you have no clue what you need to do in order to kind of get back to the regular result, and it's up and down and up and down and up and down. And at Adstra, we're spending about $500,000 on ads to all leads, all booked calls. So of course, when CPMs fly and cost per clicks fly up the roof, we got to know how to bring it back to baseline. And so in today's video, I want to break down essentially what we've been working on, what we've been trying and experimenting with our $500,000 in ads month over month. And so you can basically give it a try too and see if it works for you. No guarantees here that it will work for you, but I'll be showing you what we've been doing that has been working so far. If you don't know me already, my name is Jake, CEO of Adstra. We help SaaS and service companies book a whole bunch of demos using AI automation and ads. What I used to do to scale ads, it used to be very simple. I used to have a CBO campaign and an ABO campaign. If you guys don't know what that is, then CBO is basically optimizing the budget from the campaign level. The ABO is optimizing the budget from the ad set level. So you have a campaign, you have ad sets, and you have ads. And on the ad set level, you have targeting, location, budget, you have placements, etc. And so what you used to be able to do is just do an ABO for testing, which is like, I know each ad set with their ads are going to get this spend, so I can control the spend there. Now, even before that, pretty much CBO never even was a thing. I was just doing ad sets and I would just mix and match ad sets. And once I found, something that's ripping, I would just rip that puppy to the moon until it started to get dry. Now it's like you need just everything in CBO and a bunch of different messages. So when I was doing the ABO stuff and I was testing, I used to be able to keep the same copy, keep the same headline, and keep the same kind of angle in all the copy, just use a different creative. But now what we've been trying, what we've been doing, and what's been working is taking specific angles. For example, with SaaS companies, like they deal with a slow sales cycle because their marketing sucks. They deal with unqualified leads because their marketing sucks. They deal with unpredictable pipeline because they don't have any marketing. They're doing cold outreach. So there's folks that are doing ads. There's folks that are doing content. There's folks that are doing cold outreach. There's folks that are doing events. Each of these ads fundamentally has a different angle, has a different big idea, and that warrants different copy, different headline, different creative now. Somebody that I'm talking to may be a perfect customer and they may be running ads to a lead form on a website, but that ad is going to be, something about, hey, lead forms suck, here's why. Copy's got to be aligned with the lead form. Headline's going to be aligned with the lead form, and it's got to be a lead magnet that's also dialed and congruent to that copy. Now, another one might be, hey, you're running ads to your website, here's why it's not working. New creative, new copy, new headline. Now, another one is going to be like, okay, well, cold outreach is dead. You're still relying on cold outreach. And I might break it up into, here's why LinkedIn sucks. And then new copy, new creative, all about LinkedIn. New copy, new creative, all about cold email. New copy, new creative, all about events, right? And so it's a bunch of different angles that you need to make the entire ad itself around that angle, which makes it more difficult for us. It is a lot of work, but guess what? Making money is a lot of work. It's kind of the problem. But you got to look at it like kind of like wells, like actually just draining the well of people who have that problem. And so nowadays it requires a little bit more work on the creative side, on the messaging side, but that's all it is really, right? Meta is scanning your stuff now, and it's essentially saying, okay, what is the best for the best person? And so it's picking up in its algorithm hundreds of thousands and millions of content pieces, and it's trying to figure out in split seconds like who to give what to. I don't know how Meta knows, but Meta's gonna know who is running lead form ads and failing. Show them Adstra's ad about lead forms failing. I know this because it's worked. This month, we've closed more units than we've ever closed in any other month. We just understood their pain so well. From a technical level, what I had done was I'm just throwing all that into a CBO, throwing all of that just into different ad sets. This ad set's a lead form asset. This ad set angle number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. I stick them all into a CBO and I just let it rip. And then I go into each ad set and I will make the minimum spending budget like 15%. So they at least get some budget each, but I'm going to let Meta find the best one. Essentially, the biggest problem we face now is like, what angle is the thing that is worth making? Because I got to make a ton for each angle, like 30, 40 creative. And so conveniently, I have a research process that's able to uncover all the possible angles that you can possibly get from your ICP based off your product and the gap in the marketplace, all your big ideas, etc. It comes in a program with templates and all that stuff. So it's essentially how you can go about booking more calls. The research is the upsell. It's $97, but to get the AGF, just the main program itself, which is the same thing we do to book calls for our customers, customers, SaaS, service companies, etc. That's in the link description. It's a DIY, 27 bucks. Don't like it, get all your money back, no problem. On the next page after you complete that, you'll get a chance to get the Sherlock Holmes. That's the research that works really well. But if you're just looking for us to do it, you can also just book a call. At the end of the day, why do I make these videos? I make these videos because I want to make money, right? And I want you to make money too. And if we're making money together, that's cool. But that's it for the video. I'll be making more on this. Go give that a go. Get the free stuff or the paid stuff below. And I'll see you on again another time. Cheers.